Hi, I'm Marianne, the branch manager at Manning Stainton in Moortown. I'm here today on Valley Terrace to see if we can get the inside scoop from the vendor of what it's like to really live in this prestigious location of Shadwell. Let's see if she's in. Hi Liz.
Hi Marianne, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Do come through.
Thank you. So we're here today to just really get an inside scoop, really, as it were, to find out why it is and what it is specifically that drew you to being in Shadwell. But first and foremost, how long have you been here for?
We've been here ages. We've been here 25 years. When we first bought the house, we didn't ever envisage living anywhere for 25 years, but it's happened. We're here. And I guess that we've just stayed because we felt really comfortable here. It's a community that's worked for us. And until now, we haven't really had any reason to move.
Yeah. And you hear that so often than not. People don't expect. I go into houses all the time and they say, this was meant to be the 5-year home, and now it's been the 30-year home.
Exactly.
And it is, and that's what's nice, because it really shows you that actually it's been the perfect home for so many different reasons.
Absolutely. Completely that, Our children were young teenagers when we moved, and the area just lent itself to being completely viable for them. Schools, green spaces, a real strong sense of community. It was just, it was just the perfect space. And because the children were happy here, we didn't have any reason to go.
Makes sense.
So it just worked really well.
So what about it? What about Shadwell specifically then? Because obviously there's a few areas in and around Leeds that have got the green spaces, that have got the good schools. But what specifically about Shadwell was it that drew you in?
So Shadwell Village itself has a really nice feel. It's easy to walk from here to there. It's got, again, a strong sense of community. I think at the time our son was in Scouts there. Also, living this side of the city it's just so accessible for, I think we're almost equidistant between Leeds City Centre, Harrogate, York's accessible, there's Harewood. There's just loads of scope for being this side of the city. Obviously now the motorways and all of that.
The new orbital is
brilliant. Exactly, yeah. So as our children grew, we chose schools in Harrogate for them. And again, it was easy because there's bus routes from just locally to Harrogate. I think historically there's not much movement in terms of the terrace houses here. And people stay a long time, so we've got to know everybody really, really well. And we've got an absolute great bunch of neighbours. So again, that's, super important. It's been a very happy house, and we thought long and hard about moving. Probably Andy, my husband, was a little more reluctant than I, because when we first bought the house, it needed a huge amount of work doing to it. Andy works in construction, and so we had an idea, a picture of what we could achieve. And over the years, we've done that. I'll show you in a few minutes. Actually, downstairs we converted when we first moved in. The basement sitting room was a garage for coach horses or coach, and the shower room was a stable. And so over the years we've done all sorts of things, and there's not a room that we haven't touched. And I think because we put such a personal mark on the house, that's the reluctance. But equally, we need to be sensible, because it's quite a big house for two of us, and we just don't need this any longer. And because it lends itself to families or people maybe that have got other ideas about what they'd want to do with the space, then it's time for us to move on.
And I think a lot of people are facing that decision at the minute, in terms of with everything that's going on with the economy in general, and the idea of downsizing, when the right time is. And it's a really difficult question to answer, isn't it? And even when you speak to people on a daily basis now, they will always say that downsize is the hardest move by far.
I absolutely think that, And I think the combination of the home that we love, great neighbours, great community, just everything that we want in the area. We've got to try and capture that again.
But I mean, the great thing is with you doing the amount of work that you have in this property means that it should be perfect for somebody wanting something quite similar, you know, and also the idea of not just needing a family home, but needing something that's a real versatile space with working from home.
Exactly. Yeah. Multi-generational living. There's loads of possibilities. Yeah.
Should we take a look at that?
Yeah, sure.
Great stuff. Okay, perfect. You know, and if you've got even elderly relatives or something.
Sure, yeah, because everything's on this level. We've got the walk-in shower room and utilities, so it's just easy. Yeah. And I think the thing to emphasise is that you can walk from here up to Street Lane, you can walk up to Shadwell, you can walk to Moortown. There's some great bars, really good restaurants locally, and everything is accessible and within walking distance.
Yeah, it really is a great location. So you've heard it here first from our vendor, our lovely vendor Liz, who's been happy to do this chat with us today. So thank you, Liz.
Pleasure. Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
No problem. If you are interested in booking a viewing, do give us a call on Leeds 0113 237 0211. We'll speak to you soon.